Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope so that you all are fine. Today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter number 6. Its name is The Flying Machine. This chapter has two parts and this is the first one part we are going to read today. Students, this is the meaning of flying machine is उड़ने वाली machine. As you can observe that there are many flying machines like aircraft, aeroplanes, helicopters, rockets. You will learn from this chapter that about which flying machine you are going to learn in this chapter. So first of all, I will give you a short overview of this chapter in Urdu so that you can understand the translation quite well. This is the story of a little boy whose name is Sammy. And the main character, this is the main character. You can look the picture of this one in this here, and his uncle Slim. So these two characters are mentioned here in this chapter. सामी एक लड़का है जो एक डिज़ाइन तैयार करता है एक फ्लाइंग मशीन का, और वो डिज़ाइन कंप्लीट कर लेता है तो उसके अंकल जो हैं उनके घर आते हैं. सामी वो डिज़ाइन अपने अंकल को दिखाता है. अंकल उसे कहते हैं ये तो बहुत छोटा है, लेकिन वो उसको कहता है कि और वो इसे बताते हैं कि ये इसमें इंजन भी नहीं है. सामी उन्हें बताता है कि ये ग्लाइडर है. ग्लाइडर ऐसी एयरक्राफ्ट, एक स्मॉल एयरक्राफ्ट होता है जो इंजन के बगैर चलता है. फिर वो उसे कहता है कि मैं कुछ 2 महीने के बाद आप आइएगा और मैं इस पे काम करूंगा और ये मुकम्मल तौर पर तैयार भी करूंगा. सामी ने बहुत सख्त मेहनत करना शुरू कर दी. उसके बाद उसने अपने फादर से एक वर्क प्लेस की भी बात की कि उसको एक वर्कशॉप चाहिए. उसके बाबा ने भी उसको इजाज़त दे दी कि वो गैराज में काम कर ले, लेकिन उसे इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी कि वहाँ पे ज़्यादा शोर नहीं होना चाहिए. अगले दिन से ही सामी ने वहाँ पे काम करना शुरू कर दिया और उसने ग्लाइडर बनाना शुरू कर दिया. उसके लिए उसको बैम्बू चाहिए थे. बैम्बू जो है वो एक लंबा सा दरख्त होता है, खोखले तने वाला, और ये फर्नीचर वगैरह बनाने के लिए भी इस्तेमाल होता है. उसके अलावा उसने न्यूज़पेपर्स की शीट्स ली और विंग्स बनाने के लिए उसको वुड भी चाहिए थी. उसके बाद सामी जो था उसने पेपर और बैम्बू की मदद से उसकी एयरप्लेन की टेल भी बनानी थी. फिर उसको बैम्बू की मदद से रॉड भी बनाना था. इसी तरीके से उसने सारी चीज़ें अपनी इकट्ठी की. उसने पेंट भी की, ब्लू कलर के पेंट्स भी किए उस पर, और तमाम जो है वो रेडी करके एयरक्राफ्ट उसको खूबसूरत से डिज़ाइन के साथ आप यहाँ पे पिक्चर में देख सकते हैं. बहुत प्यारे डिज़ाइन के साथ उसने इस एयरक्राफ्ट को बहुत मेहनत के साथ तैयार किया. 2 महीने के अंदर उसने अपना काम कंप्लीट कर लिया. उसके बाद अपने अंकल सलीम को उसने बुलाया कि अपने इस ग्लाइडर को देखे. अपने फादर को भी उसने ग्लाइडर दिखाया, जो कि उसको देखकर बहुत खुश हुए. अंकल सलीम जो थे वो थोड़ा मजाक उड़ा रहे थे कि ये ग्लाइडर तो काम नहीं करेगा. उनकी नज़र में ऐसा ही उन्हें दिखाई देता था कि ये सिर्फ एक खिलौना बन गया है, ये काम नहीं करेगा. अब अंकल सलीम को सैमी जो हैं वो कहते हैं कि आप इस पर बैठें और आप इस पर फ्लाइट लेंगे, और वो सारी इंस्ट्रक्शन देता है कि आपने कहाँ बैठना है, पाँव कहाँ रखने हैं, किस तरीके से आपको अगर राइट टर्न करना है तो क्या करना है, लेफ़्ट टर्न करना है तो आपने किस चीज़ को पे पाँव प्रेस करना है. सारी इंस्ट्रक्शंस जो हैं वो सामी जो है उन्हें देंगे, और इसके बारे में हम इस चैप्टर में पढ़ेंगे. अंकल सलीम मुस्कुराते हैं उसके बारे में कि ये तो मुझे खौफ बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रहा, और ये बहुत आराम से सीट पर बैठ जाते हैं. जहाँ वो उसको पाँव रखने का कहता है वहाँ पे पाँव रखते हैं. बैम्बू के रॉड को वो मजबूती से पकड़ लेते हैं और वो कहते हैं कि मैं तैयार हूँ. लेकिन ग्लाइडर तो उड़ने वाला नहीं है. वो उसका मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं असल में. यहाँ पे ये स्टोरी ख़त्म हो जाती है. नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में आप पढ़ेंगे कि फिर क्या होता है अंकल सलीम के साथ, उस ग्लाइडर के साथ. क्या वो उसकी उड़ान कामयाब होती है या नहीं होती, इस सब के बारे में हम इस द फ्लाइंग मशीन पार्ट 2 में पढ़ेंगे. ओके, नाउ वी मूव टुवर्ड्स पेज नंबर 53. वी विल स्टार्ट इट्स रीडिंग एंड आई विल एलेबोरेट इट्स रीडिंग इन इंग्लिश. Sami was sitting on his bed and thinking. He had a pencil and a piece of paper in his hand. He was drawing a flying machine. Sammy's design was nearly finished. It was a good design and he was very happy. At that moment, he heard a knock at the door and ran to see who it was. "Hello, Uncle Slim," he cried. "Come in, come and see my design." So these are very starting line of the story. Sammy is doing his work sitting on his bed, and he was thinking, and he is making a drawing of a flying machine, and he had a pencil and a piece of paper in his hand. He completed his painting of flying machine, and when suddenly the door knocks. He looked outside that who is there, and he was very happy. Sammy is very happy to find that his uncle Slim is there on the door. So he excitedly invited him to come in and saw his design. Uncle Slim was old and fat and had a long mustache and a shiny bald head. Sammy showed him the drawing of his flying machine. "Good drawing," said Uncle Slim with a laugh, "but it won't fly." In these lines, the appearance of Uncle Slim is described, that he was an old man and a fat man, and he had a long mustache, and his head has very little hair. And Sammy showed his drawing to his uncle. Uncle appreciate Sammy that it is a good drawing, but he also comment that this machine did not fly. "Why not?" asked Sammy. "It's too small," said Uncle Slim. He thought a little and pulled at his mustache. "Besides," he continued, "it's got no engine. It doesn't have an engine." So Sammy was not happy, and he was anxious to know that why his machine didn't work. Uncle Slim replied that this is too small, and after thinking, he said that your machine didn't have any engine, so how could it fly? Now we move towards page number 54. Said Sammy, "It's a glider. I'm going to start work on it this week. Come back in 2 months and I will give you a ride." Then Sammy explained that it's a glider, and glider is an aircraft which is designed to work without an engine. So he explained that it is a glider and I'm going to start work on it this week, and you come after 2 months and I will give you a ride on my glider. "All right," said Uncle Slim, "let's see what happens." Now he said that, "Okay, I will see that what you will do. So I will come and see your work." Over the next few days, Sammy worked very hard. He collected lots of bamboo and string and a great deal of old newspaper. He borrowed a knife and a screwdriver. At the back of the house was an empty garage. Sammy said to his father, "Father, I need a workshop. I'm making a flying machine." His father laughed. "All right," he said, "use the garage, but don't make too much noise." So students, within few days, he started work on making a flying machine. So he collected a lot of things which are needed to make that glider. He collected a lot of bamboos, strings, and a lot of old newspaper, and he borrowed a knife and screwdriver also. Then it was a difficulty for him that where he had to work. So he talked about this to his father, and his father has given him permission to work in the garage, but instructed him that don't make a noise. The next day, Sammy started work. he made the wings of the glider out of bamboo. He put screws in all the joints and tied them up tightly with string. Then he covered the wings with sheets of newspaper and fixed some wood beneath the wings. Now his work started. Sammy worked really hard to make the glider. He prepared wings with bamboos and he screws all the joints tightly with the screwdriver and tied up that all that joints with string. He covered the wings with the help of newspaper and he fixed some wood beneath the wings also so that it becomes very strong. Sammy made a tail plane of bamboo and paper. He made a rod of bamboo so that the pilot could turn the tail plane to the right or to the left. Look here in the picture that he had prepared a tail plane of airplane with the help of rod and he covered it with newspapers and he also prepared a rod. This rod was for the pilot so that the pilot could turn the airplane to the right or to the left. Sammy painted the newspaper wings a bright blue. In 2 months the glider was finished. Then he showed it to his father. His father was quite delighted. After making this glider, he painted the wings a very bright blue color and he showed this glider to his father and his father was very happy to see this glider. On Sunday after breakfast, Sammy took Uncle Slim to the garage to see the glider. Now 2 months have been completed and on one Sunday after breakfast, Sammy took Uncle Slim to the garage to see the glider so that he can observe the glider. And look here in this picture, Uncle Slim is observing the glider and Sammy is very happy when he is examining this glider. Now we move towards the next one page number 55. "It doesn't look very strong," said Uncle Slim. "Oh, it is," said Sammy. "It will easily carry you." Now Uncle Slim is doubted that this glider is not very strong, but Sammy is sure that you can take a ride on it and it's really a strong glider. "What a noise there will be when I sit on it and everything breaks," thought Uncle Slim. He laughed. Actually, Uncle Slim was not feeling good about this glider and he is not sure that this is a strong glider. So he is just thinking that everything will break down when he will sit on it and a lot of noise will be created. So by thinking this, he laughed. He and Sammy carried the glider out of the garage and along the road to a little hill. Lots of people followed them. They put the glider down at the very top of a high flat rock. Then Uncle Slim and Sammy carried the glider out of the garage and along the road to the little hill. They took the glider over there on a flat rock on a very top of a high hill, and a lot of people also followed them. "Jump in, Uncle Slim," cried Sammy. Slim was very excited and he cried excitedly to Uncle Slim, "Jump in." "Jump in where?" shouted Uncle Slim. Uncle Slim just asked that where I have to jump. "Oh," said Sammy, "you have to sit on this piece of wood. Now listen carefully. These loops of string are for your feet and you put both hands on this bar. If you want the glider to go up, you pull the bar towards you. If you want to go right, you push your right foot down. Put your left foot down to go left. So, Sammy is very confident about his aircraft. He gives all the instruction to his uncle. He said that you have to sit on this piece of wood here. You have to sit down, and then he gives a lot of instructions that you have to put your feet on this string. You have to tightly hold this bar with your both hands, and if you want to glider to go up, you pull the bar towards you, and if you want to go right, you push your right foot down, and if you want to go left, you put your left foot down. So these all are the instructions he had given to his uncle. Then he asked, "Can you remember all that?" Uncle Slim smiled to himself. He knew the glider would not fly, so he was not at all frightened. He sat on the seat, put his feet through the loops of string, and held tightly on to the bamboo rod. "I'm ready," he said to Sammy, "but the glider isn't taking off." Uncle Slim laughed loudly. Uncle Slim was actually not sure that the glider will work, or the glider will fly. So he was not frightened at all, and he sat on the seat and put his feet through the loops of string and held tightly onto the bamboo rod. But he was just laughing at Sammy that your glider is not taking off. So he is just making fun of Sammy that he has what he has prepared. But you will learn about this story in the next chapter, because this story is continued, and your second part will make you sure that what happened next. Now we move towards the vocabulary, the words meaning. The first one word is bald. Bald mean with no hair or not much hair. You have learned this word in the description of Uncle Slim, that he had bald head, that he had very little hair on his head. The second one word is bamboo. A tall plant grown in hot countries and often used for making furniture. So bamboo is a tall plant. Design. Design mean a plan or drawing of something that shows how it is to be made. As you have read this word in the chapter here, that Sammy is making a design of an airplane. Tailplane, part of the tail of an aircraft. As you have learned in the chapter, look here, the word tailplane is used here, that Sammy made a tailplane of bamboo and paper, and you can observe the tailplane here in the picture also. This is the part of the tail of an aircraft. So I have prepared this these words meaning for you, and you have to write it out on your notebook like this. So students, you have to ready your sketch in this way. The unit number 6, the flying machine, part 1, words and English meanings. Bald, with no hair. Bamboo, a tall plant. Design, a plan or drawing of something. Tailplane, part of the tail of an aircraft. I think so the translation, the reading and the vocabulary is quite clear to you, and you will learn your lesson in a very good way. Okay, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.